The Battle of Malakoff-Kurgan, Sevastopol, August 1855. The city, besieged by Anglo-French troops, had been holding out for almost a year. The Russian soldiers and sailors, accustomed to the roar of guns and gunpowder smoke, knew that the decisive blow was about to follow. At dawn on August 27, French troops launched a massive attack on the key defensive height of the city, Malakoff-Kurgan. Here on the bastions, regular soldiers, sailors, and even militias armed with anything have been fighting shoulder to shoulder for a long time. Ensign Vasily Kovalevsky, a young officer who was not even 25, stood at the gun position with a handful of gunners. Their guns had almost no cores, but they continued to fire buckshot, hoping to delay the enemy. "Do not retreat," Kovalevsky shouted, seeing waves of French soldiers rolling over the fortifications. Next to him, senior sailor Lebedev fired a gun, and then, grabbing a sword, rushed towards the enemy. The French were already on the parapet, and their officer, shouting "En avant," was raising his soldiers to bayonet charge. Kovalevsky deflected the saber, but the Frenchman immediately struck a second one. The officer felt a sharp pain in his shoulder, but resisted. Lebedev, wounded in the side, threw a stone at the enemy. He no longer had any weapons left. It seemed like everything was over, but at that moment a scream rang out. "Hurrah! Brothers, let's go!" A company of grenadiers appeared from behind the smoke screen, sent by General Krylev to reinforce. The Russian soldiers, fired up by the battle, struck at the French with bayonets, forcing them to retreat. But it was only a temporary respite. A few hours later, the French launched a new attack, this time breaking through the defenses. Kovalevsky was seriously wounded and captured, while Lebedev, bleeding profusely, remained lying by the broken cannon. By evening, Malakoff-Kurgan had fallen. Sevastopol had to be abandoned, but the heroism of the defenders has remained forever in history as an example of courage and devotion to the motherland.